Hi everybody, welcome to today's transmission. It's a short and sweet one today that's just spontaneously come through. It's about these rapid upshifts we're having in the ascension process right now. I've had these cards laid out for a while, but I was not intending to do a transmission with them. However, today I've had several experiences of shifting of timelines in a very, very mind-blowing way that's quite undeniable. And as I've been feeling into really what's going on with that, I realised these cards were completely relevant to the process. I've also found that with the current upshifting energies, the next level of my awakening painting that I've been referring to lately started to come in. So the angels heralding the awakening starting to become visible. Same with the dragons. So a spontaneous message also came through, which I'll share with you now. And then I will explain a bit further about the cards and how this relates to our current day-to-day reality. So here's the channel that came through, with some healing. So make sure you get yourself into a nice, quiet, grounded space where you can receive the energies. And the thing to tell you about the channel that's coming up is that when I'm channeling, they often refer to the conscious reality in terms of what our perspective of that reality is as the illusion. So they speak often about the 3D reality as the illusion of the sun and the moon and the stars. So it's the reality where we're living in a 3D reality where we've got a sun, a moon, and the stars in the heavens. And they, in this case, they speak about the illusion of the 5D reality, and they speak of it in terms of the reality of heaven on earth and twin flame unity. So yeah, just give you that context there. And here's the channel that came through with some healing. I'm in vibrational alignment with the reality that is setting up the precedent for the coming shift. This is under the illusion of the higher aspects of self, the twin flame unity, and the heaven on earth. As this reality sets in the consciousness and the frequency alignment, it becomes more and more apparent in the reality of the conscious observer. With that, I see one foot in one reality, one foot in the other, with a conscious movement in the direction of the higher reality. They're showing me new moon, so I think this is within the next couple of weeks. This shift is going on. And I'm seeing the card Sabrael, the angel of impossible miracles, balancing on that wobbly chair with her wings. And this feels like what we are currently doing in this shift between dimensions. Now the angel of unconditional love. Crown activating. Seeing the hummingbird connecting with the flower. Third eye activating. I'm seeing compromise and changes and surprises. And trust. Seeing the twin flame double spiral. And insight. As the third eye activates further. Tenderness comes in. I see the rose. Star origins. Anchor. Hearing the call of the herald calling us to awaken, to move up, to upshift. Expansion out the back of our bodies. Clarity. Things become clear when viewed through the heart, felt through the heart. And the back of the heart clears. And a landing into the higher dimensional reality, the 5D reality. So that spontaneous transmission came through a bit differently to normal. Normally I would sit down and do the cards, and the act of doing that would call in the channel. And in this case, it was a spontaneous experience of shifting reality in a way that was confusing to my consciousness, which then led to the spontaneous channel as I was feeling into what's going on, which then has led to the sharing of the information with you before really doing the reading of the cards or anything. So I'll tell you what happened is I intended to do other work today, and I also had a birthday. So this is all 3D timing. This is linear timing, things that need to be done today that I was working on. One was a friend's birthday, so I was making her a card and I printed it out and I wrote on the inside. And then I took it downstairs to package it and post it off. When I opened the card, there was no writing in it, but I very specifically remember what I wrote. I remember opening that card, writing it on the inside. There were no other cards around. There's nowhere else I've written it. I remember putting the pen down next to it, and it's empty. The inside of the card is empty. And, you know, I've seen things like this happen before when we're balancing between dimensions. And for the mind and the consciousness, it's very confusing when these things happen. I've noticed as we've been switching in and out of different dimensional realities for many years now and shifting timelines quite frequently, becoming more and more frequent as we shift up on timelines, I've noticed that a lot of people forgetting things, forgetting that they had just started doing something and then coming back and realising they were doing it. And I believe this can be also a symptom of shifting timelines as we're shifting in and out of realities. And these shifts happen as we shift in and out of vibrational states. So what is hard to know on the ground is when it happens that quickly, when it's an in and then an out, was which one was the 5D and which one was the 3D. I did the same thing. I just did one upstairs and then I had to rewrite the card downstairs. So which one was I aligned and attuned to the higher reality? Because they both, when you're consciously in it, feel like the real reality, the one that you're consciously in. So whether that's the higher or the lower, that's what feels real. The other thing to mention is just prior to this shift, I was guided to drink from my cup that had the codes of the rapid upshiftings. So you may or may not be aware that from previous videos that I channeled in a spiral geometry that was part of the awakening in the upshift, and the channeled message that came with that was that this spiral was pushing out lower dimensions, helping with the ascension process, helping us to upshift easier with less ascension symptoms and more rapidly. The other message coming through was that we were upshifting extremely rapidly, like speed of light upshift, much faster than we've ever upshifted before. So I feel all of this is what I experienced today as a reality shift. So what these cards are saying, and I'm very strongly feeling Michael with us for this process. I feel like he's the overlighting angel that's with us, helping to reveal the truth, helping to reassure us, helping us to let go of the old and what we know. And I feel that's even letting go of our mind in a sense, because there seems to be a real cognitive shift around what's happening in one moment might be different to the next, just like I experienced. And as you're letting go of everything you know and the reality you've been living in, you can feel afraid, you can feel lonely, you can feel depressed. I really feel like Michael's bringing in that encouragement and that strength and that courage that we need to make big, surprising changes. And of course, at the moment we also have Uranus conjuncting Jupiter. That's happening right now with a Scorpio full moon. And these things are all about rapid changes, rapid, surprising, astonishing changes. So in an upward direction, but not what our conscious mind was expecting or understood or is understanding. So it really requires a lot of trust, self-love and courage. So the angels that have come in with the message today, firstly is Simiel, angel of unconditional love, about repairing relationships, heals broken hearts, tenderness, family unity, restores harmony. I foster harmonious relationships by filling hearts with compassion and love. I also help soulmates unite. I feel this is also about twin flame unity, because another channel that came through recently was that the next phase after this one that we're currently in was twin flame unity, and the twin flames working as a unit to help with this ascension process. I feel like this is the second wave now. So I feel like this twin flame unity is happening right now, at least on the higher levels. The next card is Lalahel, guardian of divine light, clear healing light, aids light workers, spiritual insight, patron of the arts and sciences. I hold the mirror of the soul to help you see how to come into alignment with your true inner self. So this alignment that came through in the channel, I'm aligning to the higher dimensions, the higher self. This is what's happening now. And the words at the bottom of that is instantaneous and changes. So this instantaneous and changes has been coming through quite a lot over since early March. Been getting this instant changes, rapid upshifts beyond the conscious understanding of the human mind or the human consciousness. It's been coming through directly in channel and through the cards. And so the last card is Sabrael, Angel of Impossible Miracles, Swift, Astonishing Surprises, Miracle Cure, Spark of Wonder, Rapid Healing, Vitality. Call on me when you need an impossible miracle, and I will set a series of events into motion to bring it about. It says at the bottom, many timelines and surprises. So I really believe these impossible miracles occur by shifting up on a timeline to the reality that you're looking for with the solution. And it's a surprise to the conscious mind. There's one more card that wants to, this was on the bottom of the pack. It's Ambriel, patron of psychics and students. Clarity, psychic protection, inspire curiosity, intellectual communication, aha moment, a clear mental fog and doubt, and bring psychic insight to your awareness of spiritual and scholastic benefit. The timing is May, and the message is stay positive. So I think the clarity is coming around May, which the timing then matches the first card, which was New Moon, which is a couple of weeks away because we're at the full moon now, which will take us into early May. So I feel like this shift is happening over the next 2 weeks, starting now, and over that time, these angels are here to help you trust, to help protect you during the transition. And that channeled message also said that it's the angelics that are creating this zone that we're moving into, and at the higher level. And I feel like they're also like giving you the understanding and the clarity, bringing the psychic insight about what's happening, because the conscious mind doesn't understand it so much. The mental mind, the conscious mind could get a bit confused because it's not within its realm of understanding. You might feel like you're forgetting things, or that you're seeing things that aren't real, or just really things outside of your the function of your mind and what it knows and what it's learnt. So I hope that's helpful. And the kind of symptoms and shifts you might expect to experience after receiving those light codes and upshifts and messages is that I've found my crown really quite achy during the shift, as well as with the clearing of the back of the body, the zeal point at the back of the neck, the back of the heart. It feels a bit achy and tingly as well. Might have some tingling moving down your legs as well into the earth, and a feeling of activation of the crown, third eye, heart and throat. Also, I found particularly clear guidance from guides and angels, much clearer, much more tangible. Your psychic perceptions opening up much more to that level of communication, as well as the artwork. So many of my artworks are activated. I mean, they're all activated. I've got so many all over the house. And as I walk past them, I'm getting a real hit of high vibrational energy, really feeling it's like it's coming out and hitting me with its energy, with a force. So you might notice that you're much more sensitive to energy. Okay, well, listen to your bodies, trust your intuition, call on your angels, and make sure you stay grounded and rest as much as you can. And I'll see you in the next transmission. Blessings, everyone.